Hey, it's Dr. G, and I'm an internal medicine physician and a lifestyle medicine expert using lifestyle modifications and GLP-1 medications to promote weight loss and maintain healthy weight. Let's talk about what I would do if I could not or didn't want to take GLP-1 medications, or maybe I'm coming off of GLP-1 medications and I want to maintain healthy weight and a healthy lifestyle for that matter. Let's get into it. First off, before we get into it actually, let's review what GLP-1 agonist medications are. GLP-1 medications are a class of medications, GLP-1 agonists, that mimic GLP-1 glucose-like peptide 1, which is a hormone that is naturally released from your intestines when you eat food. In response to food, inevitably there's going to be carbohydrate load in there. So this hormone is released from the intestine. It lowers blood glucose, increases insulin, optimizes metabolism, and ultimately it lowers your hunger drive. It increases satiety. So GLP-1 agonist medications have gotten pretty famous in the last couple of years, as we all know by now, and they are super expensive and hard to get. So there's a lot of reasons why people may not be able to get it in their hands in order to use it. And also there's obviously a group of folks, there's a population of people who just simply do not want to take prescription medications to lose weight, maintain weight, or change their lifestyle. This is where this list comes in. Take a look at all the evidence, and I'm going to make some suggestions based off of my professional experience here in the office and what the evidence says you should do if you can't get on the meds. Number one, maintain a nutrition that is high in protein and low in high glycemic foods. What does that look like? Lean meats, lean protein. That could be meat, beef, pork. It could be fish, it could be chicken, turkey, all of those, lentils, and other foods that are high in protein or have protein in them. Keep that high in your diet. Protein not only feeds you and keeps you healthy, but also keeps your muscle healthy and helps you build muscle, which is a high calorie burning tissue. And lean muscle, as we get older, the more you have lean muscle in your body, it keeps you healthier. Those folks are just healthier and do better overall. Don't fall less, come to the hospital less, have less complications with cardiovascular disease and other issues. So yeah, we want to keep our bodies high on lean muscle mass, but keep it lean with bringing down fat. One way to do that is to increase your protein. And also, keeping your nutrition low in high glycemic foods will keep your blood sugar down, which also would keep you from storing that extra energy as fat. Some lean meats, like I said, examples are fish. You gotta get eggs, have proteins in them, legumes. What else can we think of? Quinoa, which is a good low glycemic food. And non-starchy vegetables. You want to keep vegetables in your diet, good for fiber and all that. We'll talk about that in a second, but non-starchy vegetables keep you full and also are low glycemic foods. Second thing you should do, if you're not going to get on the GLP-1 medications, or you want to come off of them, or you simply can't afford them, whatever the reason is. Number two, practice mindful eating habits. We've talked about this on this channel, but let's talk about it again. Mindful eating means when you are sitting down, first of all, when you're going to make the selection of food with your necessary macronutrients, with your necessary caloric intake for that day, portions are to be thought about when you're selecting your food and how much you're going to put on the plate. That's number one. Number two, when you're eating said plate of food, to make sure that you are in the moment. You are there, you're locked in as to what you're eating, you're savoring every bite, you're savoring the taste, the flavors, the whole experience. You're eating mindfully. You're not mindlessly eating, which where you're on the phone, scrolling, watching TV, just carrying on a full-blown conversation with some. We can do that, but let's take time to understand and to experience the food that we're eating. Mindful eating is a great strategy to make sure that you're eating the proper food in the proper amounts and letting your body enjoy it and take it in the way it should. Studies show that eating mindfully will typically promote less overeating, less caloric intake, and also improve the quality of the foods that you eat, because you're going to make a decision, a mindful decision on what you're eating. So Mindful eating, absolutely. That's something you should do. Number 3, if you're not gonna take the medications, even if you are gonna take the medications, actually, you should engage in regular physical activity. Exercise. The limits or the numbers that have been proven to be effective and be beneficial are 150 minutes minimum a week of some sort of activity exercise. That's aggregate over the whole week, 150 minutes. I suggest 30 minutes, 5 times a week. Math's out pretty cool. And if you want to go above and beyond, the optimum number is 200 minutes. If you could reach 200 minutes of good physical activity, it could be weight training, it could be swimming, it could be running, it could be jogging, it could be anything that gets your heart rate up. That's the type of activity you want to maintain for the long term. Again, you want to average it out about 150 to 200 minutes a week. That's the strategy for physical exercise to maintain a good lean muscle mass and also to keep your weight down by burning your calories that you're intaking, the excess calories, of course. Number 4, eat a nutrition high in fiber, rich fiber foods. Keep those in your nutrition. It lowers glucose levels, it increases satiety, it slows your digestion. All of these things are necessary for your body to get the metabolism to tune in to where it needs to be for you to optimize your metabolism. Not to mention the fact that fiber absolutely is the go-to actually for helping to maintain gut health. And gut health is absolutely necessary to keep your intestines intact and working in the way it should be working to help your liver in turn detoxify and process the macronutrients that you're receiving in your meals. So if you have a dysfunctional gut, you're going to end up having a dysfunctional liver. And if you have a dysfunctional liver, all bets are off. At this point, you're going to have inflammation problems, you're going to have packaging problems of cholesterol, you can have problems with insulin resistance can come from having a leaky gut or an unhealthy gut flora, which promotes leaky gut. And yeah, so gut health is actually one of the parts of a nutrition or nutrition in general that we neglect and we do not take a lot of time to promote, but it's very important. And one of the best things that you can do is to take in a nutrition that is high in fiber. High fiber diets, good for you. What are some good examples of fibers? Oats, chia seeds, psyllium husk, beans, lentils, fruits, good fruit like apples, pears. Those are great high fiber fruit. Of course, there's a bunch of other ones that are out there, berries, and of course your veggies. Your veggies are a good source of fiber. Tip number 5, if you can't get on GLP-1 medications or any other medication for that matter, not just the GLP-1s, but you don't want to take any medications or you can't take any medications, you can't pay for any medications, you don't want to pay for any medications, your insurance doesn't cover it, whatever it is. Tip number 5, manage your stress. Managing stress will decrease your cortisol levels, which have been shown to cause a dysregulation of metabolism and therefore increase glucose, which then you store carbohydrates in the wrong way. And instead of burning them, you end up storing them as fat. So managing your stress, and that doesn't mean, actually going to a mental health therapist, but just being mindful about your emotions. What are your triggers for people around you, your situations that may trigger your stress, and where your stress level is very important. And having a stress relief or a place to relieve that stress, or a person that you can speak to, or an activity that you like, a hobby, great thing to do. I like to go to the beach and stare at the ocean for a while, meditate, do that weekly, and release some of that energy, or a lot of that energy, the negative energy that may be inside that has been building up through the week, and get ready for the next week. So whatever you do, exercise itself can be a great stress reliever for you. So absolutely must take inventory and manage your stress if you're looking to maintain a healthy lifestyle, and especially if you're looking to lose weight. So let's get into some of the supplements or some of the things you can actually take into your body, and that will help you on your lifestyle modification journey, losing weight and maintaining healthy metabolism. The number 6 then in our list is berberine. Berberine actually activates AMPK, which is a cellular energy regulator. This improves insulin sensitivity and also supports healthy blood sugar levels. Studies show that berberine can reduce body weight because it makes that cellular energy regulator work a lot better. There are also studies that show that berberine can have similar effects on the body as one of the best medications for diabetes, metformin. Metformin has been shown for years and years to work and control blood sugar levels in many patients. And we are finding that some of the effects of berberine are very, very close to what metformin can do. That's very interesting, actually, if you think about it. I think that's pretty awesome. How much should you take? About 500 milligrams 2 to 3 times a day before you take your meals is what's recommended. They come in pill form, pretty awesome, pretty easy to take. So yeah, berberine, if you're going to take a supplement for your lifestyle modification journey in order to lose weight, is one of the ones that it has evidence behind it and doesn't hurt to take it. Here's our fiber supplement, number 7 in our list. And this fiber supplement is called Glucomannan. It's an insoluble fiber. All fibers are pretty much insoluble, but this one expands in the stomach when taken in prior to foods. You take it with plenty of water. There's evidence and studies have shown that it promotes less overeating in patients who are carrying on a low-calorie diet. So if you're trying a low-calorie diet and you want to stay fuller, Glucomannan is one of the supplements that you can add. Obviously, you can do psyllium husk, you can do chia seeds, all of those are high in fiber as well, but Glucomannan does have some evidence, and I've had this question come across in the office a couple times, and I had to do some research on it, and turns out there's evidence supporting this supplement as well. Number 8, green tea extract. Green tea extract has a substance in it called catechins, and it has caffeine. The net effect of the green tea in general is to increase fat burn. It revs up the metabolism to burn fat even at rest. So adding green tea extract has been seen to burn a little bit more fat than you would if you didn't take it while on a lifestyle modification journey, especially trying to lose some weight. Taking about 250 to 500 milligrams of green tea extract a day is where you get the most benefit and not have any of the side effects that may be involved with taking too much caffeine, palpitations and headaches and everything else. So stay in that range and you should get most of the benefits. Another supplement that we have seen to help, especially diabetics trying to lose weight and not having the benefits of being able to get on GLP-1 medications for whatever reason. Again, it could be an insurance issue, it could be an economic issue, it could be a reason of personal preference of not wanting to be on the medication. Gymnema Sylvestre is a plant native to South America, and it has been shown to lower blood glucose level by actually inducing insulin release. So better lowers blood glucose in a more efficient manner to promote blood glucose uptake in most of the peripheral cells, like your muscles and everywhere else outside of your liver, instead of dropping off blood glucose into the blood plasma. So when that happens, your metabolism improves and you are less apt to store this extra blood glucose in the blood as fat. It's used when it's pushed into the cells, talking about the blood glucose. So Gymnema Sylvestre is a supplement. We take it 600 milligram tabs before you eat, 1 tab, and it helps to regulate the blood glucose in that manner. So that's something that specifically diabetics, it would be a great addition to your supplements or your profile or things that you'd like to do or take into your body if you can't get on or don't want to get on the medications. And the last one, and this is probably like the less fun of all of them, capsaicin. Capsaicin has been shown to increase calorie burn through thermogenesis. Now, this is probably the most, I would guess, the controversial one on the list. Still on the list nonetheless, because there's some evidence out there that shows that it does increase calorie burn. Not sure if it's absolutely the best one on this list for the reasons of, the intolerance. Obviously, capsaicin is a spicy substance, and a lot of people don't like spicy foods, but if you can tolerate capsaicin, you will get some benefit from what's called thermogenesis, which is, increasing the calorie burn through heat production. Only issue with capsaicin is you got to be on it for a while in order before you actually get any benefit from it. It's one of those long-term type things. So yeah, it's on the list, but I'm gonna say it's probably last for that reason. Intolerability and the fact that in order to actually see some real benefit from it, you're gonna have to be on it for a while. Typical dose of capsaicin, about 2 to 10 milligrams a day. You can take it prior to eating, and yeah, good luck when it comes out the other end, goodness gracious. So that's about it for our list of things that I recommend in the office, or we talk about often in the office for patients who either can't get on the medications for insurance purposes, can't get the medications because it's just not available and there has a lot of gaps in care, don't want to put the medications in their body, or it's just way too expensive and it's not something that's feasible or doable for them at this time. You can still get on your lifestyle modification journey by doing some of these things and other things that we've talked about on this channel before, but specifically these things are some of the ones that I think are the most effective and the most actionable right now. So if you like these tips and you want some more, go ahead and try joining our lifestyle modification group. Our community is an online community. We have a 7-day free trial right now just for you. Get on, get in, get active, get some of this great information that we're talking about in there. And the community is going, it's live right now. Check the link in the description below. Stay healthy, stay informed, and I will see you soon.